What's good, y'all? Welcome back to the CFL podcast. And y'all, today we're going to be talking about Deontay Williams, okay? This guy has just been outed as another addition to FAMU's already revamped defense. We know their secondary was good, but now they got another dog on the line. So we're going to talk about him today, all right? Like I said, he goes by the name of Deontay Williams. He is 6'1", 235 pounds. Now, y'all, I'm going to go in chronological order here through his career. He was a 3-star coming out of high school. Nationally, 546 in the country. At his position, he was ranked number 36. He was an outside linebacker at the time because he plays outside linebacker, but I think he also plays defensive end as well. So, there's that. Now, in the state of Texas, because he's from Plano, Texas, as I said, he was ranked number 85, and he was of the class of 2016. Now, y'all, his senior year of high school, he was a 2-time All-State linebacker. He was a Division I All-District kind of guy. He was the number one. He was first team TAPS, as a matter of fact. I don't know what TAPS is. Anyone who lives in Texas or close to Texas, maybe y'all can tell me what that is. But he was first team TAPS, and he had 88 tackles, 17 of them being for loss, 11 sacks, 4 pass deflections, 2 forced fumbles, and a fumble recovery. Now, with a showing like that, of course, you could expect to have some offers from big schools. And he did. He had quite a few Power 5 offers, but I'm only going to name a few, right? So it was Baylor, it was Cal, Louisville, Oklahoma, Missouri, and Florida State. Eventually, he chose Baylor. He went to school at Baylor. In 2016, he redshirted. He redshirted his freshman year. No surprise there, as I say all the time. A lot of freshmen do it. He probably just wasn't ready. Now, in 2017, his redshirt freshman year, he played in 9 games and he had 4 starts, where he amassed 15 tackles, okay, and 1.5 of them being for loss, and 2 quarterback hurries. So he took that momentum into 2018, where he played in 7 games before he suffered a broken arm versus Texas. In that Texas game, before he had that broken tackle, he had 2 tackles. Before he had that broken arm, he had 2 tackles. Now, that broken arm would do him in for the season. You already 7 games in. It takes a while for a broken arm to heal. He was done for the season, and that would eventually be the end of his time in Baylor because he would transfer to Florida State. Now, he transferred to Florida State on April 8th. And the crazy thing I find about that is he's a legacy guy. At least he was when he was at Florida State, because his father actually played safety with Coach Prime at Florida State from 1985 to 1988. He played safety, and he went by the name of Alfonso Williams, okay? And when I looked at his stats, his career stats while at FSU, his dad had 99 tackles, 2 sacks, a fumble, and I think that was his career total. That was his career total. I'm going to put the picture up so y'all can see for yourself. But yeah, so his dad was a pretty consistent guy for Florida State. So I find that kind of cool that, he went to Florida State after Baylor. Now, y'all, he only played in 3 games at Florida State. That's it. He only played in 3 games at Florida State. And he didn't have any stats. So I don't have any film on him. There's no film on him on the internet. Okay, so I can't tell you what kind of player he's gonna be for FAMU. I just can't. Okay, looking at his career totals and everything like that, I just don't know. Maybe he surpasses the 15 tackles, and maybe he, we just don't know. However, I'm not gonna say this is a bad addition for FAMU. We just don't know what kind of guy he can end up being. The only tape I have on him is his high school tape. So, you take what you will from that. Now, he is a redshirt senior, and he does have 2 years left of eligibility. So, FAMU, y'all got him for this year as well as next year as well. So that's something to hang your hat on. You just, like I said, you just don't know what kind of player this kid can end up being. But as far as his time at Florida State goes, I came across this video when trying to find his Florida State highlights or something. I came across this video, and it's one of the few sports channels that are specifically designed to talk about their favorite sports teams, and this was a podcast for Florida State. A fan podcast for Florida State, and I guess these guys are kind of like insiders or whatever. But they know a lot about Florida State, and one of their videos was Deontay Williams will not be missed. They didn't bash him. They didn't bash him, but they were basically just saying his production just wasn't the best, and I think because of the replacements that not FAMU but Florida State has brought in, that I think he saw the writing on the wall and he decided, I think I'm gonna have to go. And that was just it. That's all they talked about. One of the guys actually, that was when he first entered the transfer portal. So one of the guys on that video said, he thought that, I guess he had him going to Jackson State, transferring to Jackson State, because they all knew he was going to transfer to the FCS. So he named Jackson State, he named FAMU, he named a bunch of I guess he was just randomly naming HBCUs that Deontay could have randomly applied at. But I mean, you would have thought it would have been Jackson State, being that his father played with Prime. But I mean, things don't always go like that. So I don't know. I don't know what to say on Deontay Williams. I don't think he's sorry. I never just come out and say, man, I think this player is garbage. Like, nah, it's a reason why he got playing time at the FBS level, because a lot of dudes can make it to the FBS level, but a lot of dudes don't really see the field that much. So if he was good enough to get, even though he didn't start, if he was good enough to get time in the game, I think that says something about him. We just got to wait and see what he does with the full season and how he's going to perform in the Orange Blossom Classic. One thing I do know is that all this accumulation of talent that's being brought in to HBCU football, especially between FAMU and Jackson State, because we talk about Jackson State's talent a lot, FAMU has been quietly bringing in a lot of talent as well. So I think it's going to make for great football on Sunday. And yeah, that's just about it. I don't have anything else on Deontay Williams. But I did saw that, he was announced yesterday or last night. So I figured, all right, let me do this research tonight. I'll make the video sometime in the morning, even though I'm pretty sure it's about noon right now. So with that being said, y'all let me know what y'all think about him down in the comments below. Thank y'all if y'all made it to the end of the video. I go by the name of Kobe Orr, and you are watching the CFL podcast. Peace.